Imagine standing at the edge of your life, staring at a future that feels out of reach. Dreams of success, freedom, and impact as an entrepreneur, freelancer, or content creator. What if I told you that future isn't some distant hope, but a reality already alive, waiting for you to claim it? Not as a vague wish, but as a vivid, fully formed world where your startup thrives, your content inspires millions, or your business breaks every barrier. This isn't about chasing time or grinding through endless to-do lists. Time isn't a prison holding you back, it's a canvas, and you're the artist. Your future exists right now, not as a straight line from today to tomorrow, but in a higher dimension. A vast field where every possibility, from your biggest wins to your quiet fears, already lives. The secret? You choose which reality to step into. This isn't the stuffy philosophy you'd find in a college lecture hall. It's a truth too powerful for textbooks, one that could shake the foundations of everything you've been taught about success. Ready to unlock the fourth dimension and shape your destiny? Let's dive in. You're not just dreaming, you're deciding. As an entrepreneur, freelancer, or content creator in your 20s or 30s, you've likely felt the weight of the world pushing you along a predetermined path. You hustle, grind, and chase goals, believing that success lies at the end of a straight line called time. You've been told that life is a series of reactions to market trends, algorithm changes, or economic shifts. But what if everything you've been taught about how life works is a carefully constructed illusion? What if the real barrier to your next big break, your viral moment, or your thriving startup isn't out there in the world, but inside your mind? This isn't some motivational pep talk, it's a radical wake-up call. The systems around you, from corporate boardrooms to social media feeds, thrive on convincing you that you're a passenger in your own story, reacting to forces beyond your control. But the truth is far more exhilarating. You're not just navigating reality, you're shaping it. From the moment you launched your first venture or posted your first video, you've been fed a narrative. Society, whether it's the government, media, or even well-meaning mentors, tells you that life happens to you. You're taught to wait for the right opportunity, to follow the rules, to hustle harder when the algorithm buries your content or the market crashes. This narrative isn't accidental. It's a mechanism of control, designed to keep you predictable, manageable, and tethered to a system that benefits from your compliance. Think about it. If every entrepreneur, every freelancer, every creator realized they could choose their own path, not just react to circumstances, the entire structure of control would crumble. Imagine a world where you, a 30-year-old startup founder, didn't wait for venture capital approval, or you, a 25-year-old YouTuber, didn't chase trending hashtags to go viral. Instead, you crafted your reality from the inside out. That's the secret they don't want you to know, because a mind that knows its power is unstoppable. This control isn't enforced with chains or locks, it's built in the quiet architecture of your thoughts. Since you were a kid, you've been handed a blueprint of what's possible. Parents, teachers, and influencers told you what success looks like: a steady 9-to-5, a viral TikTok, or $1 million exit. They told you time is a straight line, past behind you, future ahead, and you're stuck in the present reacting to whatever life throws your way. They said your dreams of building a game-changing app or creating a global brand are nice to have, but only if the stars align. These ideas weren't just advice, they were bars in a mental prison, passed down through generations, disguised as common sense. You believed them because they came from trusted voices, from the people who cheered your first lemonade stand or liked your first Instagram post. You never thought to question them. Why would you? They felt true, repeated over and over until they became the lens through which you saw the world. But here's the kicker. That lens is a lie. Time isn't a rigid timeline dragging you from one moment to the next. It's not a conveyor belt where you're just along for the ride, hoping your next pitch lands or your next post blows up. Your reality isn't shaped by what's trending on X or what the economy permits. It's shaped by what's happening in your mind. The universe isn't some distant force deciding whether your startup gets funded or your content gets seen. It's a mirror, reflecting back exactly what you project into it. Every doubt, every fear, every quiet belief about what you deserve. That moment when your pitch got rejected, that wasn't the market saying no. It was your subconscious projecting hesitation, and the universe simply mirrored it back. The day your video hit 1 million views, that wasn't luck. It was the confidence you poured into your work reflected back with precision. This isn't woo-woo nonsense. It's mechanics. Your mind is the projector, and reality is the screen. Every thought you hold, every assumption you cling to is a slide in that projector, casting an image into the world. When you worry that your freelance gig won't pay the bills, you're not just stressing, you're programming the mirror to show you scarcity. When you visualize your app climbing the charts, feeling the thrill of user reviews pouring in, you're not just daydreaming, you're selecting a reality where success is already yours. The universe doesn't judge your choices. It doesn't care if you're a 28-year-old coder in Silicon Valley or a 35-year-old podcaster in Austin. It doesn't favor the Ivy League grad over the self-taught hustler. It simply reflects what you hold in your mind with ruthless accuracy. For most people, this process happens on autopilot. They wake up each morning, scroll through X, and let the noise of the world dictate their thoughts. They react to a client's email, stress over a missed deadline, or obsess over a rival's success, never realizing they're feeding the mirror the same old script. They're trapped in a cycle of cause and effect, believing that life is something that happens to them. But you're not most people. As an entrepreneur, a creator, a risk-taker, you've already stepped outside the norm. You felt that spark, that pull towards something bigger, a vision of a business that changes lives, a platform that inspires, a legacy that lasts. That spark isn't random. It's a signal from a deeper part of you, a part that knows you're not here to react, you're here to create. The prison isn't the market, the algorithm, or the economy. It's the belief that those things control you. From the day you were born, you were handed a script. Work hard, follow the rules, wait your turn. You were told that success comes from external validation, a degree, a funding round, a viral moment. You were taught that your thoughts are just fleeting ideas, harmless daydreams that vanish into thin air. But nothing could be further from the truth. Every thought you hold, every fear you replay, every quiet assumption about what's possible is a command to the universe. And the universe doesn't argue. It delivers. That client who ghosted you, that was the mirror reflecting your doubt. That breakthrough deal you landed, that was the mirror reflecting your conviction. This is where it gets real for you, the 20-something freelancer juggling gigs, the 30-something entrepreneur pitching to investors, the 40-something creator building a brand from scratch. The world wants you to believe you're at the mercy of external forces. Funding dries up, platforms change, trends shift. But the truth is, you're not victim of those forces. You're the architect of them. Your reality isn't shaped by what's trending on YouTube or what your competitors are doing. It's shaped by the story you tell yourself every day. If you see yourself as a struggling startup founder, the mirror will show you struggle. If you see yourself as a visionary changing the game, the mirror will show you success. Breaking free starts with a single realization. You're not stuck in a straight line. You're not a pawn in someone else's game. You're standing in a vast field of possibilities where every version of your future, your million-dollar exit, your global audience, your dream lifestyle already exists. The only question is whether you'll keep projecting the same old doubts or start choosing the reality you were born to live. For you, the American dreamer in your 20s or 30s, this isn't just philosophy, it's power. It's the power to build a business that disrupts, a platform that inspires, a life that's yours. Stop reacting. Start projecting. The mirror's waiting.
Picture yourself as a 30-year-old entrepreneur in the heart of Austin, grinding through late nights to pitch your startup to investors. Or maybe you're a 25-year-old freelancer in Brooklyn, refreshing your inbox, hoping for that game-changing client email. Perhaps you're a content creator in LA, chasing the next viral moment on YouTube or TikTok. Every day, you're making moves, seizing opportunities and dodging setbacks, believing that life is a series of random wins and losses. But what if those moments, the missed deal, the viral hit, the unexpected hurdle, aren't random at all? What if they're the direct result of something far more powerful than luck or hustle? What if your consciousness, the quiet hum of your thoughts and beliefs, is the true architect of your reality? This isn't just a feel-good idea for your next vision board. It's a truth that can redefine how you, an ambitious American in your 20s or 30s, build your business, craft your content, or launch your dream. Let's get real. You're not just reacting to the world, you're creating it. Every pitch that lands, every video that flops, every client who signs or ghosts you isn't the universe rolling dice. It's a reflection of the state of your mind. Your consciousness isn't some abstract, mystical force reserved for yoga retreats or self-help books. It's the engine driving every moment of your life. Think about that time you nailed a presentation, confidence radiating from every word, and the room was yours. Or that moment when self-doubt crept in and your pitch fell flat. Those weren't accidents. They were your inner state, your thoughts, your assumptions, your quiet beliefs about what's possible, projecting outward, shaping the world you experience. As a creator or entrepreneur, you already know the power of focus. You've poured hours into perfecting a video or refining a business plan. Now imagine applying that same focus to your consciousness, deliberately choosing the reality you want to live. The universe doesn't play favorites. It doesn't care if you're a Stanford grad with 1 million followers or a self-taught coder working from your garage. It's not sitting in judgment, deciding whether you deserve that funding round or that viral moment. It's a mirror, neutral, precise, relentless, reflecting back exactly what you project into it. Every thought you dwell on, every fear you replay, every quiet assumption about your worth or your potential is a signal to that mirror. When you obsess over a competitor's success, wondering why your startup hasn't taken off, you're feeding the mirror a story of lack, and it reflects scarcity right back. When you visualize your app hitting the top of the charts, feeling the rush of user reviews pouring in, you're sending a signal of success, and the universe delivers opportunities that match. This isn't about positive thinking or faking it till you make it. It's about understanding that your consciousness is the blueprint for your reality, whether you're building a tech empire or a YouTube channel. Here's the part most people miss. You're always creating, whether you mean to or not. That moment when you're scrolling X at 2 a.m., stressing about a client who hasn't paid or a video that tanked, you're not just venting, you're programming the mirror. You're telling the universe, this is my reality, struggle, doubt, frustration. And the universe, ever faithful, mirrors it back with more unpaid invoices or low view counts. This is what it means to create unconsciously, to let your mind run on autopilot, replaying old fears and unhealed wounds. It's why so many talented entrepreneurs and creators feel stuck, watching their dreams slip through their fingers. They're not victims of a cruel world. They're architects of their own suffering, building realities they never consciously chose. The missed deadlines, the failed launches, the endless hustle with no payoff. Those aren't punishments. They're the echoes of a mind left unchecked, projecting patterns of doubt and limitation. But here's the flip side, the part that should light a fire under you. You can take control. You, the freelancer burning the midnight oil, the startup founder pitching the skeptical investors, the content creator tweaking your next video. You have the power to shift the signal. Your consciousness isn't just a passive observer, it's the most powerful tool in your arsenal. Imagine sitting in your home office, closing your eyes and vividly picturing your next big win, a sold-out online course, 1 million subscribers, a fully funded startup. You feel the weight of that success, the buzz of notifications, the handshake at the deal's close. You're not just daydreaming, you're rewiring your reality. By holding that vision with unshakable clarity, you're telling the mirror, this is who I am, this is my world. And the universe, without question or hesitation, begins to rearrange itself to match. This isn't about ignoring reality or pretending your bank account is low. It's about refusing to let those circumstances define you. As a 28-year-old entrepreneur, you've probably faced rejection. Maybe a VC passed on your pitch or a client lowballed your rates. Those moments don't mean you're failing. They mean your mirror is reflecting an old story, one you can rewrite. The universe doesn't care about your past mistakes or your current struggles. It doesn't hold grudges or keep score. It only reflects what you're projecting right now. So when you catch yourself spiraling over a failed launch or a video that didn't hit, pause. Shift your focus. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, step into the reality where your launch breaks records or your video changes lives. Feel it as if it's already true, because in the vast field of possibilities, it is. For you, the American dreamer in your 20s or 30s, this is where the game changes. You're not at the mercy of algorithms, investors, or market trends. You're not waiting for the world to hand you your big break. Every coincidence that lands in your lap, the unexpected email from a dream client, the partnership that skyrockets your brand, the idea that sparks a movement, is a ripple of your inner state. That moment when a stranger retweets your content and it goes viral, that's not luck. It's your consciousness at work, aligning the world to your vision. The universe is surgical in its precision, delivering exactly what you feed it, whether it's faith or fear, abundance or scarcity. The trap most fall into is letting their mind run wild, unchecked. They wake up each day, grab their coffee, and slip back into yesterday's worries about bills, competitors, or what the world thinks of them. They don't realize they're selecting the same reality over and over, like a playlist stuck on repeat. But you're different. As a creator, an entrepreneur, a risk taker, you've already dared to dream bigger than the average. You felt that spark, that pull toward a life where your work matters, where your ideas shape the world. That spark isn't random. It's your consciousness signaling that you're ready to step into a bigger reality. The question isn't whether you can, it's whether you'll choose to. So here's your challenge. Stop creating on autopilot. You're not just a freelancer scraping by, a founder waiting for funding, or a creator chasing views. You're the architect of your future, holding the power to shape every moment. The next time you feel stuck, don't look to the world for answers. Look to your mind. What story are you telling? What signal are you sending? The universe is waiting, mirror in hand, ready to reflect the reality you choose. Step up, claim your power, and watch the world bend to your vision.
You're a 32-year-old entrepreneur in San Francisco, burning through coffee and late nights to get your startup off the ground. Or maybe you're a 27-year-old freelancer in Chicago, hustling to land your next big client. Perhaps you're a content creator in Miami, tweaking your latest YouTube video, chasing that viral spark. You live in a world that feels solid. Meetings, deadlines, analytics, dashboards, all measured by the ticking clock and the dollars in your bank account. You've been taught that this is reality, a straight line from where you are to where you're going, with success waiting at the end if you just work hard enough. But what if the world isn't as solid as it seems? What if reality isn't a single track, but a vast, multi-dimensional field where every version of your future, your thriving business, your million subscribers, your dream lifestyle, already exists? This isn't sci-fi. It's the truth about how reality works, and it's the key to unlocking the life you're meant to live as an American dreamer in your 20s or 30s. Let's break it down. You've been told the world operates in 3 dimensions: height, width, depth. It's the space you navigate every day. The laptop screen you're staring at, the co-working space buzzing around you, the city streets you walk. This is the 3rd dimension, the one you experience through your senses: sight, sound, touch. It feels real because it's immediate, tangible, like the weight of your phone in your hand or the sound of a notification ping. But this is just a slice of reality, a single frame in a much larger picture. Imagine reality as a series of layers, each one more expansive than the last. The first dimension is a single point, like a dot on a page, pure existence but isolated, without connection. The second dimension adds a line, creating a flat world of length and width, like a sketch on paper. You could live your whole life in that flat world, never imagining anything beyond it, like a character in a comic book, unaware of the reader flipping the pages. Now step into the third dimension, where depth brings the world to life. This is where you believe you're living, building your brand, pitching to investors, posting content. But here's where it gets wild. There's a fourth dimension, a realm where time isn't a straight line, but a vast field where past, present, and future coexist. In this dimension, every possibility for your life, your startup landing a $10 million deal, your channel hitting 1 million subscribers, your freelance career giving you the freedom to travel the world, is already real, fully formed, waiting for you to step into it. This isn't some abstract theory for physicists in lab coats. It's the structure of reality itself. And as an entrepreneur, freelancer, or creator, you have the power to navigate it. The catch? Most of us are stuck in a mindset that keeps us blind to this truth. You've been trained to see the world through what the ancients called the carnal mind, a mindset tethered to your senses. It's the voice that says your reality is defined by what you can see, hear, or touch right now. It looks at your bank account and says, this is all you've got. It scrolls through X, sees your competitor's latest post, and whispers, you'll never catch up. It's the part of you that feels trapped by a bad week, a rejected pitch, or a video that didn't perform. This carnal mind is powerful because it feels so real. Your senses scream that the world is fixed, that your struggles are permanent, that success depends on external forces like luck or timing. But the carnal mind is a liar, not because it's wrong about what you see, but because it's blind to what lies beyond. It's like living in a tiny apartment, convinced the walls around you are the entire world, never noticing the door leading outside. Now imagine flipping a switch in your mind, stepping into what we'll call the creative mind. This is the mindset that sees beyond the senses, beyond the noise of the world. It's the part of you that dares to dream of a sold-out course, a game-changing app, or a platform that inspires millions. The creative mind doesn't wait for proof from the outside world. It knows that reality isn't limited to what's in front of you. It's a vast hall of mirrors, each reflecting a different version of your life. In the fourth dimension, every outcome you can imagine already exists. The creative mind lets you choose which mirror to step into, not by hustling harder or gaming the algorithm, but by shifting your perception. It's the difference between reacting to a bad day and deciding what your next day will be. As a creator or entrepreneur, you're already wired for this. You've taken risks, defied norms, and chased visions others couldn't see. Now it's time to take that same boldness and apply it to your consciousness. Accessing the fourth dimension isn't about meditating on a mountaintop or chanting mantras in a candlelit room. It's about recognizing that your perception shapes your reality. You're not just a freelancer scraping by or a founder waiting for funding. You're a navigator in a field of infinite possibilities. Every time you close your eyes and picture your startup soaring, your content resonating, or your life thriving, you're not just daydreaming. You're tuning into a reality that's already there. The fourth dimension doesn't care about your current circumstances. It doesn't judge your past failures or your current bank balance. It's a neutral space, a canvas where every version of you, successful, struggling, celebrated, overlooked, exist side by side. Your job is to choose which version you'll bring to life. This is where it gets practical. As a 25-year-old YouTuber, you might spend hours obsessing over why your last video didn't hit. That's the carnal mind, chaining you to the present. Instead, try this. Picture yourself a year from now, with 1 million subscribers, reading fan comments, feeling the rush of impact. Don't just see it, step into it. Feel the keyboard under your fingers, hear the ping of notifications, sense the pride of knowing you've made it. This isn't fantasy, it's you accessing the fourth dimension, selecting a reality that's already real. Or, as a 35-year-old startup founder, stop stressing about the investor who said no. Instead, visualize the moment you sign that game-changing deal, the ink drying on the contract, the handshake sealing your future.
By holding that vision, you're not just hoping, you're directing your consciousness to align with a reality that's waiting for you. The beauty of this truth is its power. You, the American dreamer, aren't bound by the limits of your current reality. The fourth dimension is your playground, where every possibility for your business, your content, your life is already alive. The carnal mind will try to pull you back, whispering that you're stuck, that success is out of reach. But the creative mind knows better. It sees the field of infinite outcomes and chooses the one that sets your soul on fire. Stop letting the world dictate your reality. Step into the fourth dimension, claim your future, and watch the mirrors of reality reflect the life you were born to live.
You're a 28-year-old content creator in Los Angeles, staring at your laptop, wondering if your next YouTube video will finally break through. Or maybe you're a 35-year-old entrepreneur in Seattle, pitching your startup to investors, dreaming of the day your app changes the game. Perhaps you're a freelancer in New York, hustling through gigs, craving the freedom to live life on your own terms. In those quiet moments, when the world fades away, you feel a spark, a deep, unshakable longing for something bigger. It's not just a passing thought about more followers or a bigger paycheck. It's a vision that grips you, a pull toward a life where your work matters, your ideas soar, and your impact echoes. That feeling, that burning desire, isn't random. It's a signal from a deeper reality, a call from the fourth dimension telling you that the life you dream of is already real. For ambitious Americans in their 20s and 30s, this is the key to unlocking your future. Your desire isn't just a wish, it's the engine of creation itself. Let's talk about that spark. As a creator, entrepreneur, or freelancer, you've felt it before. That moment when an idea hits you like lightning. Maybe it's the vision of your podcast topping the charts, your startup landing $1 million deal, or your content inspiring a global audience. That's not just your imagination running wild. It's a message from the fourth dimension, a realm where every possible version of your life, successful, celebrated, fulfilled, already exists. Your desire is like a radio signal, broadcasting from a reality where you're already living your dream. It's not telling you to create something from nothing. It's inviting you to step into a world that's already yours. Think about the greatest moments in history. Every game-changing invention, every iconic piece of art, every thriving business started with someone feeling that same pull. Steve Jobs didn't just want a better phone. He felt a vision so vivid it reshaped the world. Your desire, whether it's for a viral video or a life-changing startup, is that same force, calling you to align with a reality that's waiting. But not every want carries that kind of power. You know those fleeting thoughts that drift through your mind? The ones where you think, it'd be nice to have a bigger apartment, or I wish I could afford a vacation. Those are noise, not signals. They're like static on the radio, shallow, half-formed, gone as quickly as they come. They don't have the weight to shift reality because they don't demand your attention. True desire is different. It's the kind of longing that wakes you up at 3 a.m., sketching ideas for your next project. It's the vision that follows you into your dreams, the one you can't shake no matter how many times you tell yourself it's unrealistic. It's the image of your startup's logo on a billboard, your voice resonating with millions, your life free from the grind. That kind of desire doesn't ask for permission, it insists. It's not a whim, it's a force, a beacon from the fourth dimension saying, this is already yours, come claim it. Here's where it gets real for you, the American dreamer in your 20s or 30s. You're not new to ambition. You've poured your heart into building something, whether it's a brand, a channel, or a business. But how many times have you let doubt smother that spark? You feel the pull toward a bigger life, but then the world creeps in. A client says no, your video doesn't hit, or an investor passes on your pitch. And suddenly you're questioning whether your dream is even possible. That's where most people stumble. They let those fleeting doubts drown out the signal. But here's the truth. If you feel that deep, unshakable desire, it's proof that your dream is already real in the fourth dimension. The intensity of that longing isn't a tease, it's evidence. If it wasn't already alive in some layer of reality, you wouldn't feel it with such clarity. Claiming that desire isn't about waiting for the world to catch up. It's about trusting the signal and acting as if it's already yours. Imagine you're a 25-year-old freelancer, dreaming of a life where you set your own hours and travel the world. You don't wait for a big client to validate that vision. You start living it in your mind, feeling the freedom of working from a beach in Bali, hearing the ping of a PayPal notification for a dream project. Or picture yourself as a 40-year-old entrepreneur, burning to launch a startup that disrupts the industry. You don't wait for funding to feel the thrill of signing that first major deal. You feel it now, in vivid detail, as if the contract is already in your hands. This isn't pretending, it's choosing. It's stepping into the reality where your desire is already true, trusting that the universe will rearrange itself to match. The universe doesn't need convincing. It's not sitting there arms crossed demanding proof that you deserve your dream. It's a mirror, reflecting whatever you hold in your consciousness. When you claim your desire, when you feel it, live it, breathe it, you're sending a clear signal to that mirror, and the universe responds with precision, delivering the opportunities, connections, and coincidences that bring your vision to life. That moment when a stranger shares your video and it goes viral, that's not luck, it's the mirror reflecting your inner certainty. The day a client signs a contract out of the blue, that's the universe delivering what you've already claimed. But here's the catch. You can't wait for the world to show you proof first. The signal comes from you, not the other way around. This is where so many falter. You felt that burning desire. Maybe it's a vision of your content reaching millions or your startup changing lives. But then you look for signs that it's working. You check your analytics, your bank account, your inbox, hoping for evidence. That's like staring at a mirror and demanding it smile before you do. The universe doesn't lead, it follows. Your job is to hold the vision, to trust the desire, even when the world hasn't caught up yet. As a creator, you know the grind of editing a video until it's perfect. As an entrepreneur, you've stayed up late refining your pitch. Apply that same discipline to your desire. Feel it with every fiber of your being. Picture the moment your app launches to rave reviews. Your channel hits 1 million subscribers. Your freelance career gives you the freedom you crave. Live in that reality, and the mirror has no choice but to reflect it. For you, the American hustler in your 20s or 30s, this is your superpower. Your desire isn't a distraction, it's your compass. It's the signal guiding you to the life you were born to live. Don't let the noise of the world, doubt, rejection, or comparison drown it out. Every great creator, from YouTube stars to Silicon Valley legends, started with a vision that felt too big, too bold. They didn't wait for permission, they claimed it. So claim yours. Feel that desire, trust its truth, and step into the reality where your dreams are already real. The fourth dimension is waiting, and your future is calling.
You're a 29-year-old entrepreneur in Denver, pouring your heart into a startup that could change the game. Or maybe you're a 24-year-old freelancer in Portland, juggling gigs while dreaming of financial freedom. Perhaps you're a content creator in Atlanta, crafting videos that you hope will resonate with millions. You've got big dreams, but the daily grind, rejections, algorithm shifts, or cash flow struggles can make them feel like distant stars. What if you could take control, not just of your hustle, but of the very reality you live in? This isn't about working harder or chasing trends. It's about a practical, step-by-step process to shape your future by mastering your consciousness. For ambitious Americans in their 20s and 30s, this is your blueprint to turn dreams into reality, straight from the fourth dimension. But it comes with a warning. There are traps to avoid, and success demands discipline. Ready to rewrite your story? Here's how. The first step is surgical clarity. You can't manifest a vague, better life. As a startup founder, you don't just want success. You want your app to hit 100,000 downloads by next summer, with users raving in the App Store. As a creator, you don't wish for more views. You see your channel hitting 1 million subscribers, with fans commenting on your latest video. Define your goal with laser precision, like you're typing coordinates into a GPS. Picture the exact moment, the email confirming your funding, the notification of your viral hit, the feeling of signing a dream client.
If you can't see it clearly, refine it until you can. Vague dreams get vague results, but a sharp vision sends a clear signal to the universe. Next, construct the after scene. Don't focus on the process of getting there. Imagine a moment after your dream has come true. If you're a freelancer aiming for a six-figure income, don't picture the client pitch. See yourself a month later, casually mentioning your new rates to a friend over coffee, feeling the ease of financial freedom. If you're an entrepreneur, don't visualize the investor meeting. See yourself at a team dinner, toasting your company's first million in revenue. This anchors you in the reality where your dream is already yours, making it feel as real as the phone in your hand. The universe doesn't respond to how, it responds to the state of already having it. Now, enter the borderline state. Find a quiet moment, maybe late at night in your apartment, after the world's gone silent. Lie down, close your eyes, and let your body fade into the background. You're aiming for that hazy space between waking and sleep, where your critical mind quiets down and your subconscious opens up. It's like the moment before you drift off, when your thoughts feel fluid and boundless. This is the sweet spot, the fertile ground where you plant your vision. As a creator, you might do this after editing a video, letting the day's stress melt away. As a founder, you might carve out this time after a long strategy session. It's not meditation, it's preparation for creation. Step 4 is active participation. Don't just watch your dream like it's a movie. Step into it. If you're a content creator, don't see yourself hitting 1 million subscribers from a distance. Look through your own eyes. Feel the glow of your screen as you read fan comments. Hear the buzz of your phone with notifications. If you're an entrepreneur, feel the weight of the pen as you sign that big contract. Sense the handshake. Smell the leather of the boardroom chairs. Engage every sense as if it's happening now. This isn't daydreaming. It's living the reality you're choosing with the same intensity you bring to a pitch or a video shoot. Then comes condensed repetition. Keep it simple and sharp. Focus on a single gesture, a handshake, a notification, the moment you see your bank balance hit 6 figures. Repeat it in your mind over and over until it feels as real as your morning coffee run. As a freelancer, you might picture signing a contract with a dream client, feeling the paper under your fingers. As a creator, imagine clicking publish on your viral video, hearing the upload sound. The repetition sharpens the signal, cutting through the noise of doubt or distraction. It's like editing a video down to its most powerful moment, clean, focused, impactful. For those who struggle with visuals, try a dimensional mantra. Pick a phrase that feels true, like "it's done" or "I've made it." Say it with conviction, not as empty words, but as a declaration of reality. Let it carry the weight of your dream, whether it's your startup's IPO or your channel's million subscribers. As you repeat it, feel the certainty of your goal already being yours. This isn't about chanting for luck. It's about programming your consciousness with the same precision you use to code an app or craft a social media strategy. Finally, sleep in the state. As you drift off, hold that vision or mantra in your mind. Let it be the last thing you feel before sleep takes over. This is when your subconscious is most open, when the veil between realities is thinnest. Fall asleep feeling the thrill of your dream already real, your startup funded, your content viral, your freelance life free. This isn't just a bedtime ritual. It's the moment you hand your vision to the universe, letting it take root in the 4th dimension. But here's where most people trip up. There are 3 common mistakes that can derail your efforts, and as an ambitious American in your 20s and 30s, you need to know them. First, lack of specificity. Wanting more success is like ordering food at a restaurant. You'll get something, but it won't be what you really wanted. Define your dream with clarity, like a business plan or a shot list for a video. Second, passive observation. If you're just watching your dream from the outside like a fan scrolling through X, you're not creating, you're spectating. Step into the scene, feel it, live it. Third, premature abandonment. The biggest killer of dreams is giving up too soon. You might hold your vision for a week, check your analytics or bank account, and think this isn't working. But reality doesn't bend to impatience. The universe is rearranging itself, and it tests your commitment by showing you the old reality a little longer. Persistence is your superpower. As a creator, you've pushed through bad takes and algorithm slumps. As a founder, you've survived rejections and pivots. Apply that same grit to your consciousness. Keep holding your vision even when the world hasn't caught up. When your latest post flops or an investor says no, don't waver. Stay in the state of your dream. Feel the success. Act as if it's already yours. The universe isn't testing your worth, it's testing your resolve. Every coincidence that lands, a client who signs, a video that trends, is the mirror reflecting your persistence. For you, the entrepreneur, freelancer, or creator, this is your edge. You're not waiting for the world to hand you success. You're choosing it, step by step, thought by thought, until the reality you've claimed becomes the one you live.
You're a 27-year-old freelancer in Chicago, dreaming of a life where your work sets you free. Or maybe you're a 35-year-old entrepreneur in Austin, building a startup that could change the world. Perhaps you're a content creator in LA, chasing a vision of millions inspired by your videos. Right now, you're standing at a crossroads. The world around you, bills, rejections, algorithm shifts, tells you to keep hustling, to wait for the perfect moment. But the truth is, you're not a passenger in your story. You're the architect. Every choice you make, every thought you hold, is a brushstroke painting your future. You're living in two realities: the 3D world of deadlines and doubts, and the 4D realm where your dreams, your thriving business, your viral channel, your boundless freedom are already real. Don't fall into the trap of dimensional insanity, checking your bank account or analytics for proof before you believe. The mirror of reality follows your lead, not the other way around. Your power lies in choosing your state of mind, confidence, vision, certainty, and holding it no matter what the world shows you. Tonight, before you sleep, pick one desire: your startup funded, your content soaring, your life transformed. Step into that reality. Feel it. Live it. You're not waiting for the future. You're choosing it now. Want to master this art and shape your destiny? Subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell, and start building your reality today.